I've cycled for quite a few years. It's good exercise and it's really good for my blood pressure. So I try to do it as much as possible. I just happened to come across, they had a promo, $5 helmets at the safety store. I didn't even know there was a safety store. And I knew where Carew Street was. I knew what I wanted. I wanted a black adult helmet. And I went in and they had one for me, $5. Couldn't believe it. So I bought it and I didn't know I'd ever have to use it.
We decided at Parkview, one of our missions was going to be to become a trauma center. And part of that was doing injury prevention. And so we began with helmets. So our helmet store is open every Tuesday from 10 to 1 p.m. and 4 to 7 p.m. And you can just walk in, and our helmets are for sale normally for $10, but for the month of May, they are $8. And we fit it properly for you when you come in. A properly fitted helmet is so important because it needs to be in the exact spot so it's protecting your brain. So typically it starts right at your forehead right here, and then it's tightly fitted. It shouldn't be moving all over your head, otherwise it won't protect your brain.
Well, there's a crew that I ride with. They call themselves the Riding Redskins because they all graduated from Northside High School in 1961. I was introduced to them about 6 years ago and started riding with them. Now I'm quite a bit younger. But they're just a lot of fun. They're all out there for the exercise and we just have a great time. We'd taken our ride. We did probably 15 miles that day. You know, I came home, checked my blood pressure. It was really, really under control. So I thought I gotta do this again Tuesdays. It was March 9th, 2021. It was a fairly decent day. So I reached out to one of my buddies, Ed, and he met me on the Puffer Belly. We did the 12 miles. At Wallen Road, he peeled off and went home. I'm thinking ahead, what I'm going to do with the rest of my day. I had to go up to DuPont to get home. I was going north on the Puffer Belly. As I approached the Y, there was some activity there. And I know how I'm going to deal with obstacles and pedestrians when all of a sudden, I've lost control of my bike. What happened? I didn't see anything. I remember the sound of my helmet grinding into the pavement as I landed on it. I was stunned. And here I was all flopped out on this street. Two ladies saw this and they came running over to help me. And, you know, I was a little bit embarrassed, I was shocked. And then they said, you know, your helmet's cracked. I said, oh my gosh, that was a hard impact. I'm very lucky to have that on. We got to the ER and oh my gosh, it was amazing. Everything happened so fast, the professionalism. Everybody knew what they were doing. I went in as a trauma level 1, so I didn't know what that meant, but apparently that's pretty serious stuff. So had I not had the helmet on, I'm afraid if I would have even survived, I probably would have been dead right there on the spot. But had I survived, I probably would have been comatose, probably would have to go through all the rehab. I shudder to think what would have happened. The gentleman who wheeled me out from ER said, so this is a proverbial question, do you think you'll ever ride again? I said, absolutely. As soon as these stitches come out, I'll be back on my bike. I enjoy it. I rode yesterday with the Riding Redskins, which, by the way, there's 16 of us, I counted, and we're all over town. I'm sure people have seen us here and there.
When I hear a story like Bob's, I love hearing back about, you know, the helmets that we provide the community or that we sell to the community and the impact that it does make. He's talking to us today about it and that he's perfectly healthy. That's the kind of stuff that we want to hear about, and that's the whole point of what we're doing.